Good day, everyone. I am Jade Hannah Arreglo, your teacher for today. You can call me Teacher Hannah, Ate Hannah, or anything you would like to call. Our topic in this video will be baking tools and their uses. The objective will be use appropriate equipment according to required pastry products and standard operating procedures. In this video, I will be discussing to you what are the uses of the following kitchen tools and utensils. But before we proceed to our discussion, let me ask you some questions. My first question will be, what is an example of a measuring tool? Correct. It could be measuring cup, measuring spoon, liquid measuring cup, and many more. Second question. Is there any measuring cup that is intended for liquid? Yes, there is a measuring tool that is intended for liquid, the liquid measuring cup. The third and the last question. What is kitchen utensils? Correct. A small handheld tool used for food preparation. It used for cutting food items to size, heating food on an open fire or on an oven or a stove, baking, grinding, mixing, blending, and measuring. So, measuring tools. Baking is a precise skill which, which calls for the exact measurement of the ingredients to achieve desired outcome. How much of each ingredient to be used can be determined using few standards measuring tools. So in baking, it's necessary for you to know what are the uses of the following measuring tools for you to have the exact measurement of the ingredients and also to achieve the desired outcomes. Our first measuring tool will be the measuring cups. These come into two types. The first one will be the graduated or liquid measuring cup, used for measuring liquids. It used for example water, milk, and etc. The next one will be the individualized or dry measuring cups. Come in the series of cups indicating fractional parts, commonly used for measuring flour. Yes, it's it always used to measure flour and other dry ingredients. Measuring spoons. Used for measuring small quantities of ingredients like vanilla extract, baking powder, baking soda, salt, and other minor ingredients. Third one, weighing scale. Used to measure large quantities of ingredients for baking purposes, a dietetic or spring-form scale where small quantities of ingredients are weighed. Next, the timer monitors the baking time and rising of yeast. Next, the oven thermometer. Most oven temperatures vary from top to bottom and side to side. Place an oven thermometer next to food while cooking to ensure proper temperatures. 6. Candy thermometer. Used to measure temperature of boiled sugar, especially pulled sugar. Next, the mixing tools and equipments. Combining ingredients is an important part of many recipes. Having right tools for mixing can make the job easier. There are electric appliances available for mixing ingredients, but the job can also be done by hand with the following tools. Mixing bowls. Comes in various sizes with sloping sides to ease mixing. It can be made of pottery, glass, metal, or plastic. Stainless steel mixing bowls are best used in baking. Second one, rubber scraper. It is a pliable rubber or plastic used to scrape or remove remaining ingredients from the sides of the mixing bowl, also known as rubber spatula. The third one will be the rotary egg beater. It is used for beating eggs or whipping cream manually. 4. Whisk. Most whisk consist of a long, narrow handle with a series of wire loops joined at the end, commonly used to whip egg whites into a firm foam to make meringue or to whip cream into whipped cream. Fifth, the wooden spoons. They are used as mixing spoons. Some cooks prefer to use wooden spoons because they do not transfer bodily heat as much as metal spoons. Unlike metal spoons, they can also be safely used without scratching the bottom of the saucepan. The next, the flour sifter, used for sifting and adding air to flour and other dry ingredients. Next, the electric mixer, intended for mixing, folding, beating, and whipping food ingredients. Mixers come to two major variations: hand mixer and stand mixers. Next, the cutting tools. All cutting tools work best when they are properly maintained. A sharp tool not only performs better but is safer to use because less pressure is required through ingredients. Our first cutting tool will be the chef or French knives. Are all-purpose knives used for a variety of chopping, slicing, and mincing tasks. Next, the bread knife. It usually has a serrated edge. This helps cut bread or cake without crushing it. The third one will be the kitchen shears. They are used for cutting dried fruits and vegetables, fresh herbs, and cutting pastry. The fourth one will be the grater and shredder. It is used to grate, shred, or slice vegetables, fruits, and cheese. Cookie cutters. They are used to stamp out individual cookies from rolled dough. They are made of thin sheet, metal, or plastic that has been molded or formed into shapes. The cutting edges must be even and sharp enough to slice through the dough cleanly. Dough cutter. It is used to cut dough during scaling. Never pull the dough for it tears out the gluten strands. It is also called bench scraper. Next, the miscellaneous tools. There are still more tools and utensils that are also essential in your kitchen. It is very important that you have the following basic tools that you will need for baking. These tools are vital for you to have since they make the process more efficient and easier. Try to keep them in mind all the time so that you will have a guide. The first one will be the metal spatula. This is also called palette knife, a large spatula used for frosting cakes, while small spatula is used to loosen cookies from the pan and to level the flour. Rolling pin. It rolls out, flattens or thins the dough or paste. It may be made of wood, metal, marble, or synthetic materials. The third one will be the pastry blender. It cuts fat into pieces to be able to coat it with flour in pie making. The fourth one will be the pastry wheel. It has a very sharp, round, nickel-plated blade attached to a handle. The wheel rotates as it is pushed over rolled dough, making long, smooth, continuous cuts. Pastry brush. It may be made of soft, flexible nylon or unbleached bristles. It is used for greasing pans, washes, and brushing of cake crumbs. The next, parchment paper. It is grease resistant, non-stick, heat-proof, quick-release coated paper. It is used as lining baking pans and making piping cones. For decor work, the paper can be reused until it becomes dark and brittle. Next, the wire cooling blocks. They have feet that raise them above the counter so that moisture does not collect under rolling baked goods. These racks can also be used for glazing and confectionery works. So the next decorating tools. Cake decorators use edible decorations such as frosting and inedible decorations such as flowers, plastic figurines, and ribbon. Having the proper cake decorating tools can create a big distinction. The process of cake decoration is enjoyable and helps to express the artistic side in you. The list of decorating tools will help you create fancy designs on your baked products. The first decorating tool will be the pastry tip or piping tubes. They are plastic or metal tubes attached at the tip of the pastry bag to achieve the desired design when piping out icing. Piping tubes can be both at good stores or shops selling catering equipment and cake icing centers. They are available in both plastic and metal. So today we will be having a short quiz. So the instruction will be clarify the following tools according to their use. Choose your answer from the choices below. Write the letter that corresponds to your answer. And after 5 minutes, I will be collecting all your papers and good luck. Time's up. Pass your papers and I hope you understand our discussion in this video and have a good day. Thank you.